Hey guys, it's finally here. Today, I'm going to show you guys how to install the Seismic Charge, the second row of seats, as well as the 3-seat cockpit to the Slave-I. As always, if you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below to let me know what you think, and subscribe to this channel hitting that notification bell. Also, check out our Instagram page. So first up is that second row of seats. First, you have to separate this piece from the hinge joint piece here, and you got to remove the original cockpit. With Boba Fett's seat removed, you also have to remove this black panel here with these bars and brick with the tiles on top. Now to begin the installation, count down 2 holes from here and then put in a pin in the 3rd hole, just like this. And do that for the opposite side as well. Next, you take apart this seat piece and pull these 2 1x2 modified bricks and put them into those holes, or the pins. Just like that. Next, you take apart this assembly, removing the 1x2 bricks that are modified with a Technic pinhole, and you install them onto the pins that you just installed in there. Now that it's installed, you can see that it's able to rotate freely, just like that. And you take the seats right here, and you see that there's this bar handle here. You can just clip that in place. And you push it in just like that with this backrest flush to this Technic beam right here. Here's how it should look with that in place. Now to install the 3-seat cockpit, all you have to do is match these 2 pins over here up to the top 2 holes right here, the ones to the farthest right. The easier way to do it is just to pull them out and install them separately. Now you can install this bit right here. And put this cockpit chair build right on top, just like that. And now you can put the front of the build back on. And now you got to pull this part off right here because these arches right here, they actually get in the way of the headrest of the seats. So you just pull this plate back down and remove this one arch and put it back up. Just like that. Now you have to pull this part out to remove this beam right here, the arch, as well as this plate on the bottom. So the way to do that is to remove the plate and use 2 2x4 plates. Going back on, it should look a little bit more like this. And now when the seats roll back, they can fit back there just like that. Here's what the cockpit should look like with the 3-seat top and the 2-seat bottom. Here's what the cockpit looks like with 3 minifigures in place. If you do want to make 3 minifigures fit though, however, you are going to have to remove that piece that goes underneath the top part of that dome there. And now this next part is probably the most requested feature, is the Seismic Charge Cradle. To start, you have to remove this light part here, and then this big block with just the weird greebling. Just pull that out just like that. I'm going to do this next part without pulling out the wings because this beam here, or this pin, it makes it really difficult to get in there. That and these two. I'm not going to pull them out, but it can help if you pull them out first. Next, you remove these two dark red bricks right here. Now, it might be tough to see, but you have to remove these two bricks right here. And to remove them, you have to get the 2x3 tan pieces behind them first. You just have to somehow figure out a way to push it back off of the piece, and then you can just slide these right out. So I said I wasn't going to remove these, but actually I recommend removing them, and you can just slide a brick remover tool underneath and click it in place and pop out that tan 2x3. With these circles out of the way, you can just pull these bits out just like that. And you can put this guy back on. Next up, you can put in the cradle for the seismic charge. You want to disassemble it a little bit and slide in from the top, just like through this gap here. This is pretty tricky, so it's going to take quite a bit of wiggling around and getting it into place. This is definitely not a beginner's build, but you might have noticed that I was able to slide it down, and you just attach it to the bottom side of this brick. And now you can start to build it back up by putting on these slope pieces right here. And now you can start to reattach the parts. This is a bit modified so that it would have the flaps. Goes over the seismic charge just like this. And you can put the light beams back on just like that. This bottom part also needs to be pulled out and replaced. You replace it with my design. You just put it in just like that. Now you can open up the seismic charge cradle and actually put a seismic charge in there. Oh, this bit actually needs to be folded down. I forgot about that. Just put it in just like that. Fold it out. Put in the seismic charge just like that. And the cradle will hold it in place. And now you can close the flaps. So now if you want to open the flap and let out the seismic charge, you just pull open the flaps and just pull the seismic charge right out, and it slides on out just like that. Now here are all the parts laid out to modify the Slave-I to have the seismic charge and the modified interior. Starting off with the bottom two seats, I'll go step by step to show you how to build this. First, you start off with a round tile, and you just put on these two pieces just like that. This one has the bar. This is just a standard 1x2. Then on top of that, you put this 2x6, just like that, 1x6, and these two 1x2 modified tiles. Then you stack these 1x2 plates. You stack two of them on top of each other, followed by one of these 1x2 modified plates, a 2x2 slope piece, and then a different kind of 2x2 slope piece. To build the headrest, you just put these circles on this 2x3, and you build two of them, and you attach them to this 1x6, just like that. Putting this bar piece down here, as well as this slope to cover it up, and then you attach it just like that. To build the part that holds it into the cockpit, you get this 2x4, and you attach these two 1x2 plates. One's modified. Then you put the 2x2 on top, two 1x2 modified plates, and then the bricks with the Technic pins in them, and then a 2x4 tile. And all of that comes together to go in just like that. For the top seats, you start off with a 2x4, put on this handle piece here. Put these 1x2 slopes. Then one of these guys, putting this circular tile up here just like that. And then a 1x2. You make 2 of these, and then you attach it to a 2x6, just like this. And you can set that aside for now. Then you get a 2x4, putting on one of these modified 2x2s with the hole on the side, and you can fit one of these 2-bit Technic pin holders. And then you put one of these panel pieces on the bottom just like that. And you just do the opposite for the other side, just like that. And then you put a 2x2 in the middle. And then a 2x2 circular piece with a hinge piece on the corner, just like that. You do that on the opposite side as well. And then you put one of these old style pieces just like that. I forget what these are called, but I haven't seen them in a lot of new sets in a long time. Then you fit these 1x3s, and then the modified 1x2s for the other minifigures, just like this. And then another one of these hinge pieces with a modified 1x2 on top. And then you put this piece here. You want to put it at an angle so that you can hang this guy off just like that. And you can set that aside as well. Then you get this 1x2. You can really use a regular 1x2 brick. I'm really not sure why I use that particular one, but then you put a 1x2 brick on top, or plate on top, a modified panel, and then the targeting tile, and you can just put it on the front just like that. For the front part of this, you just have a 2x4, you put a 1x2 on just like that. And then on top of that, you put this 1x2, putting these sloped pieces, and then another hinge piece right there. Put these guys on here. Put a 1x2 plate in the middle, and then more of these sloped pieces. Putting a 2x2 round slope, just like that. And once you're done with that, you can just attach it to the front, just like that. You can clip these back seats, or the back of the seat, just like that. And for the final part, you just start with this modified clip or handle piece. You put this clip, put a 1x1 brick or plate on the bottom of one of these circles, and you have it on here. And there you have it. This is the complete seat. To build the Seismic Charge, I just got one of these regular staff pieces, put this dish piece over here, put a translucent orange with a hole in just like that, with one going the opposite direction, and it slides on. And on this side, because of that little bit on the staff, I have one of these circular pieces that just kind of fits on loosely. Then I put an orange or a translucent orange dome or dish piece with dark bluish gray on top, and then you can kind of level it out just like that. And you want to make sure these translucent oranges are perfectly centered, otherwise it won't look right when you put this thing together. And then you put this guy, you don't go all the way. And on this other side, I have one of these pieces with the plate stud on top, and you can just push that down against this bowl piece, putting this translucent orange dish piece, and then another dish piece on top, and then you can push down against a hard surface, and now you have a seismic charge. For the seismic charge cradle, you start with a 2x8, putting on this 1x4 modified plate. You put these two cheese slopes right there, and then you get these pieces, putting the cheese slopes on top, just like this, putting a bar through it. Use a droid arm, getting a 3-length bar, another set of droid arms with a 4-length bar. And basically it all just comes together just kind of like that. For the part that goes on top of the seismic charge cradle, it's basically a mirrored building on opposite ends, so I'll just show you one side. So to start this off, you just put a 2x4 and then a 1x4. A 1x2 with the translucent green running light. Then you put another one, a translucent green, a 1x1 round plate right there. Putting this panel piece on just like that. The 1x2 handle piece with the flap, and then you finish it off with the 1x3 plate just like that. For this part, I'll just show you a side profile, but that's a 1x3, 1x3 cheese slope, 1x4 panel, fender piece 1x1, another slope, a clip piece, a handle plate, and then this modified plate with a bar on it, and you can just stick it on the side. And voila, you have the completed product. And to create this part that goes on just like this, if the bottom to top for the slave one, you basically just remove this because it's hollow before, and basically originally the piece is going to come in like that. You just flip it upside down and then attach it to this part, and now you can just attach this to your slave one. So all in all, I hope that helps, guys. I know I had a lot of requests for instructions on this particular build. I really hope, considering the popularity of The Mandalorian, that a lot of you guys get the opportunity to do this one yourselves as well. Anyways, that's it for this video. If you guys enjoyed this video, be sure to smash that like button, comment down below to let me know what you think, and subscribe to this channel, hitting that notification bell. Thanks, guys. Bye.